Hey, we're at a market.
We're at a market.
Which
Oh my
one?
gosh. I think it's called Apple Tree.
Apple Tree Markets.
In June Rollins Park.
Nice park.
Wow, it is. Look
Great
at the
playground.
trees. It does have a beautiful playground named after Sharon, Lois, and Bram. Oh, I love them.
Skidamarinky-doo, skidamarinky-doo.
Oh, look at all the great stuff here.
Oh, cool.
There's bread. It's asparagus. It's asparagus season.
And strawberries.
Oh, and look, I see Shirley over there. Hi, Shirley.
Hey.
Oh, it's so nice being back at the market.
I love it.
For those of you who don't know us, I'm Leslie.
I'm Chris.
And we are the proud co-founders of Apple Tree Markets and Events. And here is our story. So welcome back to episode 2 of Apple Tree Telly.
Hope you enjoyed the first one.
It was good. It was
That's
good fun. We had Councillor Josh Matlow last week, and we are so honored to have the Honorable Carolyn Bennett with us, who is our amazing Member of Parliament and for St. Paul's. And Carolyn, we've had the pleasure of knowing you, gosh, I think we're going on about the same amount of time as with Josh since we started Apple Tree, so probably about 12 years.
Wow.
And I know, right? And you come and support everything that we do here at Apple Tree. You're such a big part of what we do here in the community. And thought you might want to say a quick hello to the viewers before we get started with the lightning round.
Well, absolutely. And thank you both, Leslie and Chris, for all you do to make our neighborhood strong. And you've heard me say 100 times that our country's only as strong as the individual neighborhoods, and you just are really nation building. So thank you for that. And just seeing that backdrop behind you just makes us all feel unbelievably, I don't know, full of sadness, but can't wait kind of stuff. And it was interesting listening to your music at the beginning of everything I grew up with my mom and dad about World War II, and don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me, and it's like till I come marching home. So it's really until we go marching out of our house. So we know you'll be there waiting for us when we are allowed out.
Absolutely. And we may even be wearing Apple costumes that we're happy to share. We told Josh the same thing. Opening day, mascot availability on the table. So we'd love to see you dressed up as your favorite produce.
Hey guys, so we already pre-colored our ice cream. We're sorry, but we actually did the footage of it, and I'm going to show you the footage. it are purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, pink, and then red.
And then we did black and white. These are just old tea tin cans that I have. I washed them out, sanitized them. They're just easy for us to put them in the tins without making a mess. All right.
So,
As you can see, Michaela and I aren't really playing by any rules. We're just kind of making it up as we go. And I think that's the best way to do it.
I'm not doing very, very, very good so far.
You're doing amazing. You're doing amazing. There's no rules.
Second one, Mommy.
Who cares? You do what you do. You're doing amazing.
So we're done now, and once they're all done drying off, we're gonna taste them. And will we record it?
Eating? No.
Just taking a bite.
Okay, maybe. Have a great day, guys.
And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Bye.
Well, I came upon a child of God. He was walking along that road. Asked him, tell me, where are you going? Yes, he told me. He said, I'm going down to Yazga's farm. I'm gonna join a rock and roll band. Live out on that land and set my soul free. We are stardust, we are golden, we are 4 billion-year-old carbon. We have got to get ourselves back to the garden, back to the garden. Oh, Carolyn, beside you, I've come to lose that fall. I feel like I'm just a cog in something turning. Maybe it's the time of the year, maybe it's the time of man. Don't know who I am, but life is for learning. You are stardust, we are golden, we are 4 billion-year-old kernel, and we have got to get ourselves back
today, and my name is Chef Adam Foley from George Brown College. Today I'm going to demonstrate a braised beef brisket. Our brisket here, I'm going to focus on 5 ingredients: the beef, the onions, the tomato, a little bit of red wine, and over here I have some stock. So for the brisket here, I'm going to show you a picture. The brisket is, which part of the cow you ask? It is right here. Look at that, the brisket right here. It is a working muscle. It has a lot of connective tissue. It also is a tough muscle that we need to braise, which is a moist heat method of cooking. We need to braise it. I'm going to braise it for about 3 hours. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of kosher salt here. Okay, a little bit of pepper. I have a little bit of vegetable oil in here, and I'm going to sear it. Preheated. I'm going to sear it. Okay, now I'm going to flip the beef. It's been about 3, maybe 4 minutes. And you see what we're looking for here? You're seeing for this nice caramelization, golden brown color. There is my nice, lovely piece of beef. I'm going to add 3 onions that I've sliced. And I want to saute these onions. So I'm going to saute these onions for a couple minutes. Then, while I'm doing that, I'm going to add my garlic and my bay leaf. Then in about another minute, I'll add my tomatoes, my stock, and then I'll put it in an oven. But we must make sure that the liquid is simmering before you put it in a preheated oven. And all ovens differ. So you want to make sure, very important, that when you're braising this beef brisket, that it continually simmers the whole cooking time, which is about 3 hours. There we go. I'm going to add my tomatoes. If you don't have tomatoes, you don't have tomatoes. Then I'm going to add my stock, like so. If you don't have stock, water is fine too. I'm going to add my stock. Then I'm going to add my beef in there. Okay, I want to make sure it's covered, like so. I'm going to put a little bit more water in there. I'm going to bring this to a boil and put it in. Okay, we are back. It has been exactly 3 hours. And if you see the way it's simmering, that is beautiful. The way it is simmered for 3 hours. I'm going to take the piece of brisket out and put it on this rack. And the way you want to tell, see how it's really, it's like you could pull this apart with a fork. Like it's fork tender is the word I'm looking for. Deglaze this pan. So, with about 200 milliliters of red wine. I'm going to deglaze this, add it to my pot here, and I'm going to reduce this down, as I said before, by about 60%. That will be the sauce. I'm going to keep the onions in there. I'll skim the fat, and here is the final product, is the brisket here.
So we're going to do a quick, fun little thing called Talkin' Six with Apple Tree. And it's just to, people see you usually in a more formal light. So back to sort of the inside the actor's studio kind of realm of questionnaire, we thought we'd do a little fun foodie intel here with you, Carolyn. You okay with that?
I love that.
All right, let's do it. So question number 1. Tell our viewers, what is a food that you love? Favorite?
Well, it sort of moves throughout the year, but I still think raspberries are my favorite all of the time. And and now, I mean, growing up, it was only a certain time of the year, and raspberries and asparagus are almost a tie.
Yes, and asparagus just started, so you can get some now. Raspberries, raspberries in about a month, 2 months, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, a food.
Hang on.
Oh, yours? Sorry.
I got to do number 2.
Sorry.
A food that you hate, absolutely hate, can't stand it.
Well, I always think that there's very few foods that I hate. I sort of love them all, but I must say that I think that anchovies ruin things. Things that would be delicious on their own, that anchovies are so strong that it kind of, the smoked salmon is lovely. Anchovies on top, not so sure why.
Yeah, like overpowers.
Yeah.
I could say kind of like pineapple on pizza for me. Okay, question 3. What is your go-to meal that you know how to make?
Well, I must say that I love cooking. So it'd be more appropriate to ask what I can try and teach Peter to make, but it's, he's sort of at oatmeal, I think, and very good eggs over easy. But I think my father's hamburger recipe, which is just lean hamburger with ketchup and water, and then partially frozen, is delicious because it stays moist even as it's lean, and that's what everybody wants when the boys are ordering. The rest of my life, it's been pavlova because for dessert, because it's something I can do ever since I lived in Australia. It's something I can do all year round. So, Easter is passion fruit, and then we move to strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, peaches, and then at Christmas it's kiwi fruit and strawberries. So you can just make it all year round, and you just change the topping.
Wow, I don't think I know this side of you, Carolyn. This culinary whiz. We could have you, especially using all the fruits. We could have you as our market poster girl next season. Stay tuned. All right, you're next, Chris.
What kitchen item can you not live without?
Well, at the moment, I'm afraid it's my soda stream. It's when you're on these calls 12 hours a day, that I've actually gone through one canister in, I think, 3 weeks. So it's that and the coffee pot, I must admit that, between the coffee pot and the soda stream, we live in the life.
They're getting a lot of use these days, and that's very good because the caffeine can be depleting and the water rehydrates. So excellent. A beauty tip alongside of that. What do you miss most about going to a farmer's market?
Well, I have to say that obviously we love the food, but it's the people. And to me, it's the sense of community, and it's seeing the two of you sort of cheerleading, and whether it's music, whether it's, your relationship with all the people who produce our food and add the value added to our food. It really is, I think, the treat to our Tuesdays, it's always the people.
Absolutely. We're really missing that too. And they're missing you, I'm sure, too. It's always a fun day when you come visit because it's a bit of people get celebrity sightings. Carolyn's here. So we're missing it a lot. I will leave the final question to Chris.
So what is the most embarrassing thing that you have done while in isolation?
That you care to share?
Yeah, I maybe shouldn't share this, but I think sometimes when you think you're on mute and you're not, is a little problematic. I have to admit that I think once I flushed the toilet on mute, not on mute.
That's very Naked Gun-esque. I'm sure Peter would have had a kick out of that one too.
I don't think you should really check the phone to make sure it's on mute. That's all.
That's awesome, Carolyn.
Thank you.
That's a perfect end. I love it. A little bit of good comedy, and thank you for taking the time to chat with us. We depending on how long this lasts, we may invite you again, because if I'm allowed to share, I know you're a fan of music and singing and a little bit of karaoke. So, if we have to continue this all season, Chris might challenge you to a little karaoke off Zoom style. What do you think?
I'm always game,
Awesome.
As you know, you are the wind beneath our wings.
Thank you, Carolyn. We miss you, and we can't wait to hug you in real time.
Okay, there we go.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. And scene.
1, 2, 3, go.
Ooh, we're at
like
the
this
farmer's market.
Let's go.
Oh, it's nice. Oh, I think I see Shirley.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
Oh, look at. No, did you lose your child?
Oh,
We'll find it. Don't worry.
oh, that's such a cute dog.
We'll find it.
Okay, take two.
We're at the market.
be like, woo, yeah, just be like, woo, we're at the market.
Ooh, I want that. That looks fantastic. Sorry, I didn't mean to poke you in the eye.
We're gonna take three. Take three. Woo, we're at a farmer's market.
Love farmer's market.
Is this Davisville
I
Village?
think it might be.
It's June Rowland's Park. It's so pretty.
Was June Rowland our mayor?
She was.
All right.
A long time ago, I think.
I like it.
It's lovely. And there's a Sharon Losenbrand music garden over there.
Bread.
There's bread. There's asparagus. Oh, look at that cute dog. Oh, and I see Shirley over there. Hi, Shirley.
Hey.
Shirley.
Hey. Don't yell so loud.
Shirley disappeared. There we go. Starting again. Take 4.
Hey, we're at a market.